Listen, I know I said I wouldn't do another Reddit video for another week, but the world has stacked itself against me. I randomly got sick, now I've lost my voice, and since that wasn't enough, construction is ongoing every day of the week from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. directly above me, so I can't get sleep. In other words, I don't want to do a gameplay video today, okay? I just don't want to. But there are a surprising amount of new posts we've never seen before, starting with I am cold. Top post of the week. Unsurprisingly though, the Minecraft movie ended up being way larger than I thought it would. I actually went out with my friends and saw the movie. The movie itself obviously wasn't that good, but what made it good was the audience. We were sat in the way back, but in the front row were a bunch of guys wearing suits. And I think it started with Flint and Steel. They started cheering, which I was not expecting. This is before all the memes, like this is the day it came out pretty much. But that basically sparked a chain reaction. Anytime anything remotely familiar happened, the entire theater would start shouting and cheering. It was not as insane as some of the clips you've seen, but my friend took this video, and this is really the only one that we have that actually has the cheering in it, so that's basically what it sounded like every 5 minutes in the movie. It was fun. Sponsor time. Huge thank you to Samsung for sponsoring today's video. If you're looking for the perfect phone for daily use and for games like Brawl Stars, then look no further than the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. The Samsung 8 Elite processor is fully customized with Samsung's best performance ever. So not only are you going to get smooth gameplay, but it's also going to be at 120 refresh rate, which is basically necessary if you want to play at high level Brawl Stars. Any lower than that is not good, but you can get the best with this phone. And with the bigger 6.9-inch display, this phone is the perfect size for gaming while not being too big nor too small when you're just carrying it around. And thanks to the larger vapor chamber, you won't really have to worry about this battery dying on you. Even if you're playing games pretty much all day, it'll be a while till you actually need to charge. And despite being larger and better, the Samsung Galaxy S25 is actually slimmer and it's lighter, so you get the best of both worlds. Plus the corners are rounded off for more comfortable gaming. So if you want to level up your game, then check the description down below, click the link, and get yourself a Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. Bro, what is this? This is crazy. 0 rank score. Not even 1,000 trophies, barely any wins, but the $300 Frank skin. I don't know if this is supposed to be a cursed account or what. There's also some equally wild theories going on in the comment section. For a possible answer, he may be a Brawl Pass reseller. Some people do this by buying it in cheap currencies for a lower price and selling them slightly below regular prices to people. Then he buys the Brawl Pass on this account and gifts it to the buyer. Like, I don't even know what's going on here, but this sounds insane. And it sounds like something that would happen. So I don't know if they have to like look into this or what, but it just sounds crazy. Probably uses this ID for Brawl Pass giveaways. That's why it says donator, I guess. Such a random account to put it on. I wonder like if this guy is giving Brawl Passes away, is he refunding them or is he actually giving them away? And if he is, then who is it? Like, is it somebody just randomly giving them away? Does he have multiple accounts with this skin, or did he just decide to put it on this random account for a cursed account? Like, I'm so confused. I don't know what's going on. If you have any theories, comment them, because I'm lost. I'm so lost. To me, this is a cursed account. The type of opponent ranked gives me after 1 win. 100k player, prestige 4. Dude, it must suck to peak that high in Masters just to drop all the way back down to almost legendary. But on that topic, earlier today, I was playing ranked away from my office because I can't hear my own thoughts most of the time. They've paused the construction for now, so that's why I'm recording. Otherwise, you'd hear hammers throughout the entire recording. But I did it. I ended up getting like a really good win streak here. You can see we started out the day in Gem Grab. We won that. The Lily hard carried that game. And then my teammate suggested B in Brawl Hockey. It was a pretty close game. We lost the first round, but B is insane. I think I got 200,000 damage, which is double everybody else in the lobby. Like, B is a crazy brawler. But this was a really hard match. I remember that. Round 2 and 3 went to 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Third game was Bounty. I think I was last pick. They had all these brawlers, and I thought that Bo would be good because he's got a lot of health, and I can kind of zone them out, and I could two-shot 2 of them. Worked really well. We got star player. It was just a really good match. I don't remember too much about this one, but for some reason they let me get Juju, and because of that, these guys could not approach us. It was basically over from the draft. Like, this was a really easy match. Now this one was awful. I think this was the only loss of the day. For some reason, the enemies completely ignored every rule of the game and it made them win. So it makes me think, why do people even lane if you can just bum rush mid and win that way? I don't really get it. Yeah, that was a really bad game. Oh, this game I decided to pick Kenji because I felt like we needed a tank. I was last pick. It may have seemed bad into this, but we destroyed them. Like, they couldn't even do anything. I laned against the Buster, and It was so easy. Oh my gosh, this match is Mr. P. This one was really difficult because they had a dynamite for the penny mortar and the Mr. P. They rolled through us in the first round. We couldn't do anything, but somehow we adapted, and they always ended up getting the zone first, but then we would get like the penny mortar and the Mr. P thing, and at that point they basically lost. Another Juju game. This one was really close actually. Round 2, it was like 96 to 99. That was a fun match. And then the last game, I last picked Sandy because I didn't know who to pick. I had no idea what to do, and it didn't really work out too well, but my bow was really good, so we won. And that's the lore of how I got masters. You're on a 24-hour flight. Where are you sitting? Let's see. We got Poco and Ems. They're in a relationship. Are they gonna be annoying though? I don't think they would be. But like Rico and Piper, I feel like they would kind of somehow manage to be annoying. Meg and Shelly with Kit. Depends, can Kit talk or is Kit just a cat? Because it'd be kind of cute if Kit was just a cat. But then you're sitting next to Meg, bro. She's gonna tell you all about her robot. I'm gonna pick the worst seat and the best one. Next to Hank with his entire tank, I'm guessing, and Kenji. I would take that seat, bro. Kenji seems chill. What is he gonna do? Turn you into sushi? Like, I doubt it. What about the worst one? I don't know. There's a lot of there's a lot of pretty bad ones, but I'm gonna say the worst is probably either the one with Ash and Chester. Between them would suck, or between Colette and RT, just because of Colette. That seems pretty bad. My friend went 51-5. Wow. I can tell why. Look at that comp they have. I wonder if that's in ranked. Oh, it is. Yeah, this is possibly the best last pick ever. I can't wait till he gets a hypercharge. Bro, people still fall for this. Hey, kids are always gonna exist. I didn't even know that videos like this were even being made to this day. Guys, if you put / brawl legendary star drop into your chat, you will get 1 million legendary star drops out of nowhere. Upcoming events and updates. We talked about this in a video recently, but let's see. Uno collab this month plus huge collab announcement. I've been hearing about that, but I don't understand what it is. Wouldn't they talk about this in the Brawl Talk? I'm just a little confused about that because everybody thinks that there's going to be a second collab coming, but the Uno collab isn't even here and we're already in the last season of the updates. So what more are they going to do on top of that? I don't really know. They'd have to do 2 at once. In 2 months, we will get achievements, plus another collab, plus Mastery or Trophy Road rework to integrate the Star Park lore. I'm curious how they're gonna do that. In about 4 months, all of the hypercharges should be done, and at that point, they might come up with a new ability. Oh yeah, specifically costing power points. I remember Frank said that, but I don't know what they're gonna do. They could still make gears, since we don't really have that many, and then maybe they could just make them cost power points. I feel like maybe they should finish gears before they do something else. And then in about 6 months, the last thing we have is the map maker rework, which hopefully will become more of a mode maker. I would love to see that. Can somebody tell me how that's not a goal? Oh no, it's gonna tweak out. What? Why did it gravitate back? That is the worst, bro. This mode should not be in ranked. Thank God there's only 7 days left before this mode is gone, bro. Like, what is this? What is that? Why does it why does it get pulled down? That's the worst part. When we already have a mode like Brawl Ball, I feel like this mode doesn't need to exist. It's a worse version of a mode we already have. And plus, Heist isn't competitive, so why is it not in rank? Why do some of the throwers shoot upward when their projectile could just be thrown forward? Are they stupid? Yeah, a lot of them do that, huh? Well, you know what? A lot of these brawlers used to be able to throw it straight forward, kind of. Especially Grom. I know he could do that. You could just throw it like right there without throwing it up. But they nerfed his ability to do that because he was broken. So he's not stupid. He's restricted by the brawl. He thinks he's on the team. There's always that one guy in these animations. There's like El Primo. I think Fang was with Colette and Edgar. Like, what are these guys doing here? Spike, get out of here. Hard Rock Mine looks great on literally any mode. This looks weird. Ooh, and Heist, that would be crazy. I don't know. This map scares me. I don't think I would want this map in any other mode. This map is terrifying. There's so many choke points on the map where you could get pushed into spawn and never escape. Losing lane on this map is probably the worst ever. I can't really tell you a map that's worse when you lose lane. Bro went from pro to diamond. What is this? Oh my god. Why? One of the 100 people in the world in the pro, and then you go and throw every match after that. It's kind of funny. I think you still keep the pro stuff though. Like, you keep the highest right here, and I think you keep the battle card too. Maybe he doesn't want to play competitive. He just wanted to play to get to pro and then stop. Just reach masters at the cost of getting kicked out of the house, girlfriend leaving me, and going bankrupt. Same. This teammate did nothing but respawn and heal. Flint and steel. I don't even know where people knew that one from, bro. Like, it was the first day we could go and watch the movie, and somehow the crowd knew everything already. It was so insane. Wait, this is an official Tribe Gaming post on Reddit. What the freak? Tribe, what are you posting, bro? What are these Fortnite dances in my Brawl Star? Get this away from me. But alright, on that note, I'm gonna try and get some sleep. If you enjoyed, slap like, smash subscribe, and I'll see you later. Have a good night.